directions say that she's making this, she's an engineer working for this fountain company. Her task was to create a spherical fountain from granite for a memorial park to honor astronauts who passed away. Here is the key piece of information. It has to be between 500 to 2,500. So every answer for the volume here, and I do need to see your answer for the volume, had to be feet cubed, but it had to be, this answer had to be between 500 to 2,500. If I don't see a number here in feet cubed between 500 and 2,500, oh, I wrote it down, but Mrs. Thompson, I just put my number in. Like I found 7 cubed work, and I didn't tell you the volume. Make sure you tell me the volume, okay? But that's not the answer I asked for, right? So I want the number here. Did 7 work, by the way? Yeah, 7 was one of them, right? 7 was one of the whole numbers that worked. And then whenever you get this answer, because if you think of what you're doing, you found feet cubed, and you are knowing that you are spending $15 per 1 cubic foot. And in science right now, you guys are canceling your units, and these would cancel, and my answer would be in dollars. And if you're doing dollars, I would go to the nearest cent. So 2 numbers behind the decimal place makes sense for me. So are there any questions as you look at this worksheet that you had to do? Okay, so I'm going to have to see your 3 numbers, and I'm going to see your cost. If you would please turn it over to 12. As we take a look at 12, this is what you're going to be doing tonight, or that next page. Let's look at your next one that you see first. You see this one. You see this one, right? Let's look at that page first. So if I'm looking at this page, what we are going to be doing today is, someone want to please read for me. Matt, would you read what it says?
Jeff is making solid right cones to use on the playground at his local elementary school. Jeff needs each cone to be made of 1,000 to 2,000 cubic inches of a plastic polymer.
Keep going.
Using whole numbers only for your diameter, provide the diameter and height of 3 different cones that could be made of 1,000 to 2,000 cubic inches of the plastic polymer.
Only whole numbers again. So, when you do this, you want to use only whole numbers for both height and diameter. Okay? Only whole numbers. Whole numbers, so if we are starting off, what's our formula everyone's going to write down for every single one of these, because I need formula. Volume equals, let's say it together. For a cone, volume equals what? Pi times radius squared height, divide by 3. Does anyone like to do the 1/3? Okay, so if you like the 1/3, you're going to start with 1/3. If you did the one we just said, radius squared height, here's the thing I had some people miss up on that project. They put that formula down, and then later they never divided by 3. So I don't know if for some of you it might be better off for you to think of it as the 1/3, and so that when you write that, you don't forget this divide by 3. I'm not sure, but I had some people write down the right formula, got 1 point for that. Then they went to their next step and they didn't divide by 3. So I don't know if I would suggest for some of you to do this. This is going to be your radius squared, and then this is going to be your height. Now, it does not ask for radius, right? It asks for the diameter. So again, what are you doing? You're going to have your calculator and you're going to play with some numbers, right? So you might start out with, someone want to give me a diameter or a height. Let's think of height of the cone, right? So we're looking at our height. And we also need, besides our height, right? Besides our height, we need to find the radius, because if we know the radius, to find the diameter, we're going to just take this times 2, right, to get our diameter, okay? So, if you have your calculator and you want to take something out, I want you to try that. We're going to get the radius and height. So we're going to start with our formula. Our formula is volume equals, we're talking about a cylinder, so volume equals, everyone write down the formula. Volume equals pi times radius squared times height. As you put it in your calculator, radius squared, your height, I need to know feet cubed. it has to be between 110 and 115, okay? So I am not gonna say any more about this one, but that's what you're gonna be taking a look at.